Anyone care to light a candle? Thank you. Anyone else? The last candle. Please sit down. Let's do our chanting before the meditation. You can turn to page 5 of our chanting book. Sadhu, sadhu, Sadhu. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami. Next page. The 5 precepts. Panatipata viremani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, adinadana viremani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, kamesu miccāchārā viremani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, musāvādā viremani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, suramere madhure pamadatthana viremani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmed two vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and healingfulness.
Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi Sattva deva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swadhikato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko Vipassiko Panaiko Padjattam Viditabbo Vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujjopatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Samīci patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yatidam cattari purisa yugani Ante purisa punggala Esa bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ahumiyo pahumiyo Dankiniyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyat kittam lokassati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ganesarante ditpine dipine tamadang sina tilokadipang sambundang pujayami tangunudang. Offering of incense. Gandhe sambhare yuttine dupina sugandhina puje pujaniyam tam puja bhajanam. Offering of flowers. Vannegande gunupitang itang kusuma santating Pujayami Munindamse Siripade Saroni Pujimi Buddhang Kusumine Punyine Mitene Labami Mokkam Pumpang Nilayati Yatai Dhammi Kayo Tatayati Vinasebham. Offering of water. Adivasi tunu bansi Paniyang parikampitang anukampang upadaye patigan hatuttame. Offering of drinks. Adivasi tunu bansi Gilana pancayang imang anukampang padaye patigan hatuttame. Worship of shrines. Vandami Chitiyang Sambang Sambhadhami Supatintitang Sarikadhatu Mahabodhing Buddharupang Sakalang Sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Ikeva matchante namaste Namaste Manu Rate Nante Yang Punyami Sandang Vipunang Arantang Tansanu Bhavini Hatante Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like the one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions toward others, and equanimity toward all beings and all things.
These walls of sympathy function in the world like a moving cloud. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities, as a smith removes the dross of silver. For one who mindfully was boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened, and the freedom from clinging is seen. All hellish things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are of self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification.
Excellent. 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 Dear spiritual friends, we welcome you all for our Wednesday usual meditation. Today, although it is raining outside, you decided to come to this meditation. So it is such a dedication. So before we start our meditation, we can reflect ourselves and rejoice ourselves that the decision that you have taken to come to this place and to do this meditation for our spiritual development. So, first of all, you can rejoice your decision taken by yourself to come to this calm environment and sit for your spiritual development. With the friends, the spiritual friends being here, after our chanting, now we are going to practice with the meditation on breathing and the meditation on loving kindness. Appreciating yourself, appreciating ourselves. Now we can make a determination before we bring our awareness to our meditation. We can make this determination that I will engage in a committed practice. I will make use of this wholesome space, this wholesome gathering, this wholesome guidance. I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, you can listen to the bell, and it will help you to settle your mind further and further. At the end of the sound of the bell, we will do our regular chanting, Namo Buddhaya. After our chanting, Bhante Punna will help us for our meditation. Listen to the bell and the chant until the very end of the sound. Be with the sound. Bring your awareness to this present moment. Be with the sound until the very end of the sound.
Dear spiritual friends, now we are moving to practice meditation. Meditation, the meditation is not just kind of cultural or religious practice. It is a scientific approach to take care of our mind, to guide our mind towards the better direction, towards the wholesome direction. Right now, in this meditation, We practice loving kindness meditation and we practice breathing meditation. The goal of the loving kindness meditation is to practice compassion towards the great compassion. The purpose of the meditation on breathing is to cultivate mindfulness, to earn the wisdom towards the great wisdom. The wisdom and compassion are the great qualities and skills that we have to have all the time to reach our goals, to take care of ourselves, to deal with the situations. The first part of this meditation is a guided meditation. The second part, mostly you will be practicing the silent meditation. Dear spiritual friends, bring your awareness to yourself and observe the way you are sitting. If you are sitting in this posture for the first time, of course, it will be a little bit difficult, challenging posture. That is why we always encourage you to sit in your comfortable posture. Use your simplest and the most comfortable way of sitting to enjoy the deep spiritual happiness. Bring your awareness to the body and feel your body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Now we are sitting on the chairs, we are sitting on the cushions. Keeping our both legs nicely. Sitting at the edge of the cushion, we try to keep our upper body upright very easily without having any burdens, pressure on our back muscles. We widely open our shoulders, both shoulders, and let both arms just to hang and settle the palms on the lap or on thighs. Chin goes parallel to the earth and very gently close your eyes. And this is a kind of meditative posture. In this sitting, calming posture, we bring our awareness and feel our body and scan the body and feel the body. Feel your forehead, top of the head and back of the head. Due to the ongoing white chattings or the rough discussions, thoughts, whatever you generate, there might be some pressure, some tension on your forehead. If there is any so-called pressure, tension, heavy feelings on your forehead, just feel them. Feel, feel, and feel. Very gently, just drop down. You can relax. Just drop down. Relax, relax, relax. Feel your eyes. Very gently you have closed your eyes. Just gently. No pressure, no tension. Very smoothly and gently you have closed. And relax. Bring your awareness to the facial muscles. If still you are not comfortable on your meditation, that because of you don't know the miracle of the smile. Bring the beautiful smile onto your face. Like smiling a baby. Beautiful smile. Gentle smile. Smile with you. You are the most loveliest person in this planet. Deeply appreciate yourself. Observe. You have enormous power within. Instead of going behind, you have such a great power to smile. It is absolutely a beautiful energy. Smile. Genuinely smile. Truly smile. Smile with you. The smiling is not happening just without a reason. In a smile, you have great, great qualities. You appreciate. That is why you smile. You are generous. That is why you are smiling. You are lovely. That is why you are smiling. Bring the smile onto your face and smile. Smile. Beautiful smile. Feel the smile helps you to relax the facial muscles. Not only the facial muscles, it travels all over the body. Feel your both shoulders and just drop down both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, palms, and fingers. Still, if you have any tension on your finger muscles, feel them and just relax, relax, relax. Feel your chest muscles externally and internally and relax. Just drop down and relax, relax, relax. Feel your tummy muscles externally and internally and relax, 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 relax. Feel your upper and lower back muscles and relax, 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 relax. Feel your sitting muscles. If you notice any numbness, any pressure, any tension, any aches and pains, this is the time to find your comfortable posture. No need to stuck in cross-legged posture, but you still very gently, very nicely close your eyes, keep continuous smiling and be settled and be nice to your body. You have given enough burden, enough tension to this body. This is the time to take care of the body. Let body to be healed. Feel the thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, ankles, heels, sole of the feet, tips of the toes. Feel the entire body. You can feel your entire body. Feel your body. If you have any tension, any pressure, any itching sensations, observe them. Do not rush to respond to them. Just let them to be there and relax, relax, relax. Let body to be in this posture. It is a wholesome moment. It is a relaxed moment. It is a wonderful moment to sit with the beautiful, kind-hearted, lovely, generous, spiritual people. They all have gathered with the same mentality, the loving kindness. Bring your awareness to the mind and notice in your mind you have thoughts. Some thoughts are occurring with the memories. Some thoughts are occurring with the future projections. Some thoughts are really occurring right now in the present new situation. In the memories, if you have any so called unpleasant thoughts, just observe them. Nothing to do with them. They have all gone. Why do we worry right now? And just let them go, and let them go, and let them go. But the lessons, let them to be there. Otherwise, just relax and let them go. The future is not yet come true. Why do we worry? Nothing to be anxious. Just let them go and let them go and let them go. Bring your firm, beautiful awareness to the present moment right now. You are here. Observe your mind right now. Notice the lucidity of your mind, the clarity of your mind, the beauty of your mind. If still struggling, then we will practice loving kindness to heal our mind. The loving kindness. Have you heard the loving kindness? Of course. We all know somewhat up to certain level. The loving kindness. To know the loving kindness, there is a teachings given by the Buddha. We practice loving kindness same as a mother who take care of her only baby. A lovely wise mother who take care of her only baby. Observe such an unfathomable, beautiful loving kindness. We know that the mothers having compassion towards the baby, tolerance, patience, appreciation, forgiveness, generosity, truthfulness, worthiness. All those are beautiful thoughts related to the loving kindness. We will cultivate the loving kindness same as a mother who takes care of her only baby. Right now, we generate loving kindness within. We all have enormous potential to generate loving kindness within. Loving kindness. Instead of seeking loving kindness from outside, we generate loving kindness within. The loving kindness is having enormous power, lot of potentialities. Bring your awareness to the loving kindness. Purify your beautiful mind. May my mind be kind. May my mind be compassionate. May my mind be wholesome. May my mind be well, be peaceful. May my mind be strong. May my mind be healthy. May my mind be able to overcome all the inevitable difficulties. May my mind be well. Be well. Feel your loving kindness mind. Generate the loving kindness within. Loving kindness. Right now, in our loving kindness meditation, we are not just only generating loving kindness thoughts in our mind. We use the loving kindness thoughts as energy to heal our body. You know, the thoughts can make a deep positive influence to the body. Right now, we will send the loving kindness to the body. From the skin to the internal organs, from the top to the bottom, we will radiate loving kindness to this body. Deeply appreciate this moment and generate loving kindness and take care of your body. The most powerful way to take care of the body is take care of the body with your spiritual mind. No any other minds can do up to that level. Use your spiritual mind, nicely cultivated loving kindness mind, to take care of the body. This body needs such a lovely attention. We will send the loving kindness throughout the body. May the skin of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. May the muscles of this body be healed, be healed, be healthy and relaxed. May the bones of this body be healed, be healed, be healthy, be healthy, be healthy, be relaxed. May the loving kindness spread throughout the internal systems and radiate loving kindness to the respiratory system, lungs, deeply appreciate this respiratory system and radiate loving kindness. Your life here that because of this breathing, deeply appreciate and feel the integration with the nature. We feel we are artificial that because of we ignore the integration with the nature. But right now we know we are part of the nature. Breathe in and breathe out. Deeply appreciate the entire respiratory system and send the loving kindness. May the respiratory system of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness to the cardiac muscles and cardiovascular system. May the cardiovascular system of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness to the digestive system from the tongue to the throat, esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, to the end of the large intestine. May the digestive system of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the kidneys, though they are tiny. They are huge. Support always is very necessary to maintain the good health. Deeply appreciate the support of the kidneys. May the kidneys of this body be healed. May the genitourinary system of this body be healed. Be healed. Be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the central nervous system, brain, spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system. Deeply appreciate the entire nervous system. use this great opportunity to take care of this body with a beautiful spiritual mind. Feel the loving kindness mentally and physically. Soak your body and mind in loving kindness like a sponge and suck the loving kindness. Feel the moisture, feel the comfort of loving kindness. Feel absolutely true loving kindness within. You deeply appreciate yourself. You deeply love yourself. May this body and mind be healed, be healed, be healed. We will share our loving kindness and exchange with the lovely people who have gathered here. May my spiritual friends who have gathered here be healed, be healthy, be peaceful. May you be well. May you be well. May you be able to calm down yourself. May you be able to cool down yourself. May you be well. May you be well. May you be healed. May you be well. And share your loving kindness with the people, the friendly people, relatives, near and far. May they be well. May they be healed. May they be healthy. Radiate loving kindness to heal the people in your neighborhood, in the neighboring neighborhood, in the suburb, the neighboring suburbs, the county, neighboring counties, the cities, neighboring cities, in the state, neighboring states, throughout the nation, neighboring countries, throughout the world. May all people be healed, be healthy, be healed, be healed. We will share our genuine, beautiful, loving kindness with all other beings, near and far, seen and unseen, large and small. All the living beings, all the creatures. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be peaceful. Share the loving kindness with the trees, plants, creepers, and the creeks, rivers, lakes, oceans. May the entire planet and the universe be healed. Observe the power of your beautiful loving kindness. You can heal yourself and you can heal the world. Just relax and enjoy your loving kindness. By enjoying the loving kindness, we will sing the loving kindness. We will together verbalize the loving kindness. Feel the loving kindness and listen the loving kindness. The loving kindness voices around you. Absorb the loving kindness vibration and become the loving kindness. You can heal. You can heal yourself. Loving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness. 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 Loving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness. Be well, be well, be well, be healed. Enjoy the rapture, pleasure, and joy of the loving kindness. You can use your lovely wise attention to practice breathing meditation. Draw your attention to the in breath and out breath. Observe and notice and feel the breathing in and breathing out. Feel the air which that touch the upper lips or inside the nostrils, the nasal cavity. Expansion and the contraction of the chest muscles, the chest cavity. Expansion and the contraction of the thigh muscles. Feel. This body is feeling breathing in and out without creating unnecessary thoughts. Just relax and observe the natural breath. Enjoy this natural rhythm of the body. Just relax and practice breathing meditation.
Dukkhaṃ pattācca niddukkha bhayaṃ pattācca nibbhaya Sukhaṃ pattācca nissukha hontu sabbepi panino. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to be grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who passed this teaching, this practice to generation. And let's appreciate the guidance and the instructions that we received for our meditation. Let's be grateful to whoever helped us to do this meditation comfortably. Let's appreciate the support of even these non-living things, the chair, the cushion that you help to sit to do this meditation comfortably, and the device that helped you to connect to this meditation, and this bell, and everything. Appreciating the support that we receive for our meditation. Let's say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you.
So today, Bhante Master, but he's coming through the online. Until he comes,
He's already there.
Oh, he's there.
And do we have more of these? You have more of these?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, these are blank.
Oh. Do you need?
Yes, please.
Oh,
I think there's some paper on the bottom.
take this one.
We'll share.
This. Okay, Bante, please.
Can you hear me, Bante?
Yeah, we can. Can you little bit loudly?
Yeah, I'm so glad to come to you through new technology. I think today, I am in the bigger screen, right? So, can you all see me?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm so glad to join the discussion. I have been also joining the meditation over YouTube, and it was such a nice, deep meditation. And so today we are going to discuss the last factor of enlightenment. So we started to discuss 7 factors of enlightenment 7 weeks ago, and we have now come to the last one. So just to help you to remind the 7 factors of enlightenment, and these are the capacities that we have in our mind. When we develop these capacities of our mind will lead us towards enlightenment. So that is why they are called factors of enlightenment. But actually, once we develop these 7 factors, they will also be the constituents of the enlightenment too. So it's really important we are slowly growing them, and that growth cultivation will bring us towards the enlightenment, and then the very enlightenment is the maturation of these 7 qualities. So, first quality we talked about mindfulness, the ability to observe our own body and mental states, and we talked about our investigation, our examination, investigating and examining our phenomena, mental and physical phenomena, and we talked about a spiritual energy, effort, or energy or vigor, and then we talked about spiritual joy. That we enjoy yours as a capacity, and then we talked about I think what we call serenity, right? I did tranquility, what we call tranquility, which means deep relaxation in the mind and body, or more like pacification. And then we talked about samadhi, which is deep stillness of the mind. And today we have come to upekha, so which is translated as equanimity. So the last one. And so let's try to be familiar with this quality. Since this appears as the last item in the list, and this is, this quality is something that we have to spend more time to develop and grow. But I think we experience this quality in our normal day-to-day life too, in a very very rudimentary level, but we can grow it, we can develop it. So let's try to understand the word. So term upekha, I think Bante Mehta will help me. It comes from 2 words, upa and ikha. So ikhati means actually to see or to look. So upa can means very closely. So it has this sense of looking closely. So I would say looking impartially. So it has this element of wisdom also. But mainly what is emphasized when we talk about upekha is the very distinctive way we respond to the situation around us, or the kind of mental state that will result through closely looking at something and realizing its true nature. So the term upekha, although it literally means to see closely, look closely, but what the kind of mental state that is generated from that close looking is called equanimity. So we can also understand this equanimity in the sense of impartiality. The term equanimity, the term upekha has 2 different meanings come together. One is impartiality, Other one is even-mindedness, like evenness in the mind. So one way it is even, and on the other hand it's like impartial. So combination of these two is what we call equanimity or upekkha. This is not the ordinary way our mind is. Usually, most of the time, our mind is biased and it is partial, and also it's not even, or it's always moving in fluctuation with tensions. But at the same time, we have this deep capacity to make it even, and also to develop this attitude of impartiality, this attitude of equanimity. So we can call it, this is a state of the mind that is free from excitements and also free from regrets or resentments. The kind of a state, even state. We can also call it like equipoise. I think it's a difficult word, equipoise, or mental balance. Mental balance, equipoise, like even-mindedness, or mental balance. So we have another term also that gives the same meaning. Upekkha is also interpreted in Buddhist texts as this is a difficult word to pronounce. Tatra majjhattatha. Bhante Metta, how do we explain that difficult word? Tatra majjhattatha. So majjhat is like staying in the middle, right?
Yes, Bhante, yeah.
So that's where that impartiality or maybe neutrality comes. Tatra majjhattatha is staying in the middle, unaffected by what is happening around us. So I think we got some idea, right? Like this is a deep capacity that we all have. It's more like evenness, even-mindedness, and also impartiality. Impartial in the sense that usually we are whenever we encounter a pleasant object, something pleasant or desirable, we are drawn to that. We are excited about it. We are drawn to it, and we attach to it. Or when we encounter any object or even any person that is not desirable, that is not pleasant, we are repelled by it, and we want to avoid it. Eventually also feel resentment towards that. So that's how we interact with the world. Very partial, very biased manner. But impartiality will be like accepting and observing whether pleasant, unpleasant, desirable, undesirable, agreeable, disagreeable, things that is coming through our way, and maintaining an impartial attitude towards them, and keep an even mind. That sounds quite challenging. But remember, this is a quality that we will grow gradually. So do you have some clear idea what we mean by upekkha or equanimity? Any questions about that definition? I think right now, Bhante, they are practicing equanimity. Neutrality, impartiality. And doesn't want to talk. Okay. So, is it clear?
Yes.
You get some idea, what we mean by upekkha.
Yes.
Yes.
So when we read the Buddhist sutras, discourses, we find a few manifestations of this quality, and this quality can be manifested, can be cultivated in different contexts. But when equanimity is cultivated as a factor of enlightenment, it has a deeper sense. But let's start with the ordinary level of upekkha, ordinary level of equanimity. So in some discourses, this equanimity is explained as impartiality, or maybe stability of our mind, neutrality, impartiality, even-mindedness in the face of changing fortunes in our life. that's a one beginning level of upekha. We have in our life, we have changing fortunes in our life. Sometimes we are praised by others. Sometimes maybe people blame us. So in the face of praises and blames, and in the face of honor and dishonor, in the face of gains and losses, so usually we call them 8 vicissitudes of life. 8 changing. We call we also call them 8 winds. 8 winds of life. So maintaining an even-mindedness in the face of these changing fortunes in our life is one initial manifestation of upekha. So that's something that we can develop, and one way to develop this equanimity in the midst of these changing fortunes in our life is to deeply understand that any fortune or any misfortune that comes to our life are not going to stay forever. So whenever we have an honor, a praise, and have a deep understanding in the mind, this honor, this praise, this reputation will not last long. It's not something I should be, I should take for granted, or I should, should be fooled by. Just take as a temporary, and then keep the even-mindedness, not to be too excited, too prideful. Or we have misfortune. Maybe suddenly people blame us. Maybe this reputation, or maybe a loss that we experience. And even in that kind of situation, any loss is not permanent. It's like if we have a downhill, there will be uphill as the next thing, like changing phases. So deeply understanding that this loss, this reputation, what you are going through now, is not permanent. It's just the wheel of life. I'm going through this period, but I'm sure that as everything else, this is also impermanent. And just maintain the even mind, not being so much depressed or down. Of course, we will feel upset and disappointed, whatever. But just try to bounce back and tell ourselves that this is not going to be forever. So and trying to when we face all these different changing experiences, try to maintain that even-mindedness, and that's beginning level of upekha. But then we know that upekha also comes as one of the 4 Brahma Viharas, one of the 4 divine abodes, starting with loving kindness, compassion, altruistic joy, and then equanimity. Their equanimity is practiced as an impartiality towards all different classes of beings. The maintaining, again, there's an element of impartiality there. When we practice loving kindness towards all beings, and when we become sensitive to their suffering, we develop compassion. When we rejoice their happiness, we develop altruistic joy, and then we cultivate this open attitude towards all beings, going beyond all the categories of beings. Usually, we have, when we think about all living beings in the world, we categorize them. There are dear ones, there are not dear ones, right? And there are people living close by, people living in distant places, and people who we consider good, and people who consider bad, maybe in all different categories of views. People who belong to my identity, like my country, and people does not belong to that country. So we have all different categorizations. But in developing this upekha towards all living beings is maintaining an impartial attitude to all beings, towards the beings who looks like us, and also towards beings who may not look like us. So that's the equanimity. If another manifestation of equanimity, that impartiality towards all beings, all categories of beings. And even when you can think about all the animals, there are animals who are looking very nice and pleasant, beautiful. There are animals who may look very ugly and fierce and dangerous. But as equanimity is developed, we maintain impartial attitude towards all categories of beings. And then this kind of even-mindedness and impartiality is developed to a deeper level in our meditation. And we know that in deeper levels of meditation, we talk about jhana. Jhanas are the deeper levels of tranquility, still mind. So when you think about third and fourth jhanas, very deep, serene levels of calmness, and we talked about equanimity as one characteristic of those deep state of calmness. When we that equanimity experience in meditations, in meditative settings. So when we first select an object to focus on, we gather our attention to that object and we gradually settle our mind. We make our mind free from emotional agitation. We bring our mind away from our sensory organs, and then we make it settle down. And as a result, we experience kind of freedom and kind of joy. But then we can even go deeper of that level of tranquility, even removing that joy, but settling in equanimity, and removing that pleasure, but like a wholesome pleasure, but settling in the equanimity, and that will be the complete equipoise, complete balance, and complete what we also call it like undisturbed mind. It's not even there's no even joy, but very undisturbed state of the mind. We call it imperturbability, complete imperturbability. So that's a deep state of the mind we experience in meditation. That's also one manifestation of upekkha, the very even undisturbed state of the mind. But then comes the very important stage. Once we develop our equanimity in those contexts, and then we develop a kind of equanimity that we can maintain in every moment in our life. That is actually to develop this impartial attitude and even mindedness with regard to our sensory organs. Means that whatever visual forms, sounds, tastes, smells, tactile sensations, or even memories that we get to our sense doors, we know that all the sounds, all visual forms, the smells come to us are either pleasant or unpleasant, and also there are also neutral ones too. When the neutral ones comes, we just keep ignorant kind of equanimity. If there's no taste, special taste, we are not excited or repelled by it. We just maintain kind of equanimity, but it's ignorant kind of equanimity. But we can the higher level of equanimity that Buddha has recommended us to practice and cultivate is to maintain this impartial attitude or this even mindedness in even experiencing all different kinds of sensory stimulants coming to us. There can be a pleasant object appearing in front of us. We notice it, we acknowledge it, we recognize its pleasantness, but then we maintain an impartial, even-mindedness, not going all the way to own it. Or we may encounter an unpleasant sound or unpleasant object, and then we recognize its unpleasantness, and then we maintain impartial, even-mindedness to not really try to create so much of inner resentment towards it. And that also comes from a deeper understanding. Upekkha, even upekkha is related to deep wisdom, because such a impartial can only be developed as a result of deep penetration to reality of those things. Because whatever visual form, sound, and taste, all these things that are coming to us, we know that they are very temporary, fleeting experiences. Any visual form is not going to stay forever. Any sound, taste, they are not going to stay forever. They are constant changing. So when you deeply understand them, and we know that this pleasantness or unpleasantness is going to stay forever, and then that deep understanding can help us to develop that attitude of equanimity that you're talking about. So we can transcend the automatic impact that any sensitive objects can do to us. Any attractive object, any pleasant, agreeable object can impact on us, creating excitement. Any disagreeable, unpleasant object can create an impact on us, creating resentment or disagreement, whatever that, conflict within us. But with the developing of this quality, we can transcend we can transcend the impacts that we get from the objects. So this is, I talked about four manifestations, four situations that we experience upekka. Okay, but we haven't talked about how we can actually develop upekka, but just for us to understand, what are the areas that we can practice upekka. So any concerns or questions or queries on that?
Bhante?
Yes, Danny, I think he can hear. You can talk.
It reminds me of the Honeyball Sutta, when there's the discussion of the links in dependent origination, and we move from Vedana to grasping, right? Or craving, I'm forgetting now. But it's sounding like hovering in Vedana, just not making use of, not reacting to.
Yes, I think you made a good connection there. Like when we're experiencing anything, there's a sensory process. There's a gradual stages that we go through when we encounter anything, through our senses. I think you are talking about the automatic necessary steps will be that we will experience some kind of sensation, some kind of feelings when any object appears to our sensory organs. So I think you are referring to that Honeyball Sutta where they describe that how any object appears in front of our sensory organs and we experience it, as a form of sensations, and then from there we interpret it. And then based on the interpretation, we develop all kind of reactions towards that. So I think your point is that equanimity is practiced at the level of Vedana, level of initial sensations that we get, and without moving to other reactions. Is that what you are saying?
Yes.
Yeah, that is true. So but to stay at the level of sensations, but even and so we need a training and also a deep wisdom too. Bhante, what do you think about that comment?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Bhante, we agree with that.
So, would the object of the game be not to?
No.
Would the object of the game to be not move from to be in equanimity in the first reaction to any sensory, or to just always be in equanimity so that what do I want to say, the input doesn't affect us in a different way, in different ways. I'm not getting it out very good.
I think mainly, developing this, impartial attitude that do not allow objects to control us.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
I mean, when we listen to these things, don't be afraid, or don't be intimidated, by these, super abilities, because these are all our capacities. We experience them, in once in a while in different levels, and I think we try to cultivate those qualities, and think about some moments like when you're out in the shopping mall or somewhere, you saw some person who looks not very nice, and automatically you can have judgment about that person. Oh, this person should be like this, he should be coming from there, whatever. And then sometimes we detect these thoughts, and we talk to ourselves. Oh, wait a moment, what I'm doing here? Do I really know this person? Then you kind of instead of going beyond the first impression, and you try to investigate more, and then and have kind of change your attitude. Who knows, and then we try to kind of step back from our initial judgment and maintain kind of impartiality. I think we have experienced those moments. Have you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So that is one simple, some practical moments that we experience. Even with regard to sensory, experience of that things, maybe some ugly things that we have seen, and sometimes maybe you think about going to someone's dinner, you try some different ethnic food. They appear very nice and look so nice, and then you want to taste it. Some people even come to taste some Sri Lankan food. They think that anything green is not spicy, but there are some green dishes in Sri Lankan cuisine that can be really spicy. So anyway, let's imagine a situation that you went to someone's dinner, and you are trying different food that you haven't eaten before. So when you put that into your mouth, it doesn't taste very pleasant to you.
Potato salad?
Huh?
Potato salad?
That is last week, right?
Yeah, that was last week.
When we have that taste, although it's not really pleasant, of course sometimes we bite our tongue, we don't say anything, we do forcefully, we can do things forcefully, but at the same time we can also take a moment. Okay, this may not be the taste that I'm familiar with, but let me experience this taste, and just keep out your previous notions, and try to accept that taste as it is without being repelled by it. So I think we have experienced those equanimity in a very rudimentary level, but we can actually grow this quality. That's the important thing.
Monday, sometimes when I think about equanimity, it seems like you have to let go of caring or compassion.
I think we are running out of the time also.
Oh.
One thing before we end, I think I need to explain that there's a misunderstanding can happen. This equanimity can be misunderstood as indifference or apathy. So that we have to be very careful in that sense, because equanimity or upekka is not an indifference. It's not lack of interest or lack of care or apathy. actually it is maintaining equal interest towards everything rather than forcing. So it's very different from being disinterested or indifferent or empathy, but very conscious maintenance of equal interest to everything. So I hope that we are become familiar with this special capacity we have and gradually grow these qualities in our life. I think meditation is helping them to do that. I think that once they guided you meditation, he asked you to explore your unpleasant sensation and unpleasant sensations and ask you to accept them as they are. So in those moments we are developing equanimity. So let us do it when we encounter unpleasant objects, also pleasant objects too.
Thank you.
I think we can come to the discussion, but before that, I think from next week, Bhante, our list is over, right? So all our 7 factors are over. So then I think we like to give you an opportunity to suggest us topics, themes that you like us to discuss every Wednesday. So before you leave today, you can give your topic to Bhante, and then maybe you can write it down and give them. And people who are joining over YouTube, you can send us your topic that you like to know a little bit more. Please write in the chat box, and so we will try to attend those topics in our future meetings.
Thank you, Bhante.
Okay, Bhante, thank you. And I think we can remind this weekend, Bhante, we have our meditation retreat, right, Bhante?
Yes, Bhante, we will announce that at the end. Yes,
Okay.
I really encourage. I was looking at the registration list this morning. I was surprised that many of our Wednesday friends have not registered for that. And you may not have to attend the whole program, and you can select to attend programs that you can attend. So, but please make sure to register for at least one day, and then you will get the links to attend to that.
Okay. Okay, now we can move to the next part of our program. You can turn page 14, Transference of Marriage. Now we are going to transfer the merits that we acquired with this spiritual practice with our departed relatives. Whoever departed relatives who have done many things for our progress of our life, for the well-being of our life. Just think about them and share these merits with them. May our relatives share our goodness. May they also be happy and rejoice our goodness. Idam minyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyateyo. Idam minyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyateyo. Idam minyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyateyo. Transference of merits to all the sentient beings, all the beings who ever accept and able to share our merits, may they do so. Ettavatacha amhi sambetam punya sampetam sabbe devanumodantu sabbe sampatti siddhiya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabbe sampatti siddhiya sabbe satta anumodantu sabbe sampatti siddhiya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never trouble the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have careless done wrong, I acknowledge them in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determined to be heedful. Now we are going to do our blessing service, blessing chanting. We are chanting the discourse of loving kindness, Karaniya Mitra Sutra, originally uttered by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We wish that may you all receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. With these blessings, may you all be well, happy, and peaceful, and receive good health and healing. And also you can recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with your family members, relatives, friends, people who are sick. Recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May you all receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya kusalena yantang santang padang abhisavinche sakko juje sujuje suvacho chanse muduanatimani santunse koje subharoche ampakinchoche sallauke bunti santindriyoche nipakoche ampagambo kulesu ananugindo nache kundang samachare kinchiyene vinyo pare upavadeyum sukhino vake vino hantu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitanta ekechipane bhutanti tasavatavarava anavasesadiga ye mahantava Jimaransakanuk tuladintava yeva adinta ye chedure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhave siva sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta aparo parannikumbete Nati manyete kanta chinang kanchi vyarosana patiga sanyananya manyatse dukkaminche matayatani yang puntang ayusaik punte manurangke
Evampi sabbha bhutesu mana sambhavaye aparimanang
Dang adocha
tiriyanca asambhadang avirang asapantang tintang carang nisinnu asayanu ayavatansa vigata bindu etang
sating
aditteya brahmamitang viharang idamaudittenya anupagamma silavadansanena sampanno kamesu
viniye
gedang nahi jatu gambaseyang punareti etena sanca vanjena sottite hotu sambada etena sanca vanjena sambarogo vinansatu etena sanca vanjena hotu te jaya mangalang Sabbitiyo vivajjantu Sambarogo vinansato mate bhavantantarayo sukhi gayuko bhavatu sambha mangalang rakkantu sambha devata buddhanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te bhavatu sabbha mangalang rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha dhammanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te bhavatu sabbha mangalang rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha sanganubhavena sada sunti bhavantu te
Let's spend a moment of reflection. Reflect your own good deeds, kind deeds, done today, yesterday, or day before yesterday. Whenever you have done whatever kind deeds in which you helped someone during last few days, few seconds, let's rejoice those kind deeds. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Now recall to your mind a kind deed done by someone else, whether to you or others. If somebody gave you something, if somebody was there to at least to listen to you, if somebody showed some kindness, compassion towards you, even a simple, short moment, recall those moments. Let's rejoice. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us for meditation through YouTube. All our friends, wish all you good health.